Google Flows is an amazing new tool built right into your Gmail. Today we're going to build an email classifier that reads through your emails, applies the exact label that you want, and even sends you a Google Chat alert if there's a super time-sensitive email that just hit your inbox. Let's get started. There's no experience required. You'll be able to do this in less than 5 minutes. Here we go. The first thing you need to do is click the Flows icon in the top right corner of Gmail. Then select Do More in Flows at the bottom right. And finally, click on this plus icon for New Agent. Once you're there, we're just going to set our trigger. So when do we want this AI agent to start working? That's going to be whenever I get an email. So select when I get an email. It's automatically set to all emails. And then we're going to choose a step after that. And there's this awesome thing called Use Gemini to Decide. So now I want Gemini to decide, is this someone asking me for a meeting? And then I'm going to click Variables and add from step 1 the actual email body, and I'm going to add the email subject. Okay? And so now what I'm going to do is add a sub-step. So I'm going to click on this, step 3. So it says if the decision is true, so if it is someone actually asking me for a meeting, then the sub-step that I want is to add a label. So I'm going to click Add Labels, and then I have a label already in Gmail called Meeting Request. So I'm going to select that. Or I can create a new label from right here. Now all I need to do is click on Test Run, and it's going to ask me what email I want to use to test this on. So this one's a reminder that I have a discovery call with Dan. I'm going to click on Start. Now it's going to read that email and use Gemini to decide if this is someone requesting a meeting with me. Okay, so it got the email from Calendly. Now it's going to read through that email by using Gemini to decide if it's a meeting request. Very curious on this because technically it's a meeting reminder. It says the content is a reminder for an already scheduled meeting, so we got the answer of false. So it's not going to set the label. Let me send myself a test email to show you what would happen if somebody is actually requesting a meeting. So to change the email that I'm going to test with, all I need to click is here under when I get an email, and then I can select which email I want to choose. So I'm just going to click here. And I'm going to refresh it actually because I just got a new email. So let's title this agent Email Sorter. I'm going to refresh the page. And now for my test run, when I click this, you can see I have this email called Lunch Friday. So it's the most recent email that I got. And so now when I start this test run, it's going to read this email that I sent as a sample to test this system. It's going to see that it is somebody asking for a lunch meeting with me. And it's going to automatically apply the label. So we can see that it got the email. Gemini responded true because this explicitly asks for a meeting, which is a request for a meeting. Then if the decision is true, it adds the label Lunch Friday. And so now if I go to my email and I look at this email in my inbox, you can see it automatically has meeting request right here as a label. You can do this with so many different things. Meeting requests, anything that has to do with finance. If something is urgent, it can actually send you a Google Chat notification. You can also have it mark emails as read for you or draft replies. There's so many options with this tool. This is just the quick intro into using flows built into Gmail. Thanks for watching.